Welcome back to my Wildwood Cottage Diaries. Today is a very wild, wet and windy day out there, so I'm tucked up nice and cosy in the cottage. I've had this pan on the stove since the day before yesterday, draining, and in there is the liquid for my blackberry and apple jelly. So yeah, that's all drained and just needs the sugar and the lemon juice adding. And in this one here is the leftover pulp. So what I thought I would do today is make that pulp into some pie filling and sort out that jam. I don't know whether you can hear that wind outside, but it's getting really gusty. I've also got these pears that need sorting out, and I thought I'd make them into some pie filling and maybe use some of that blackberry pulp to put with it, because as you can see there's one or two that are going a bit mouldy, so a bit past it. So that's that. So that's what I've got planned in the kitchen for today. I just want to get cosy and tucked up with my knitting. So yeah, I've started a new crochet blanket because I'm in the mood for a blanket, a granny stripe. So I've done that, and now I'm just going up to the chickens, so I'll take you along there with me. You can see the wind in the trees. And it's raining really heavy. I'm getting a bit wet, but thankfully the big trees don't seem to be blowing around too much at the moment. So yeah, so we'll just go along and we'll see the hens, give them their breakfast, because this is the first time I've been up to them today. It's been far too wet to come up the garden, so yeah, I felt I just had to come up anyway. It's very windy. And yeah, when the weather's like this, all you want to do is just tuck yourself up in the cottage and get warm. Hi girls, how are you this morning? Are you getting a bit wet? So we're going in with the chickens. Come on girlies, in we go now. Come on, let's go and get our breakfast. Come on Grace. Good girl. Right, so here's the chickens waiting for their breakfast. They're not very happy with this weather. They didn't get round to getting their perspex back on to stop them getting wet. Now they're happy now, they've got their breakfast. But I'm certainly not going to start putting perspex on in this weather. It's far too wet, so they'll just have to tough it out for today and maybe do it tomorrow. So let's hang their feeder up for them. There they are, they're happy now. So let's do their waterer, get their water topped up. I don't know how it always manages to get so dirty. Always manages to get muck in it for some reason, so let's get it up. It's disgusting. Right. It's a really old feeder this. I probably had it for about 10 years. At least 8 years, because I've had it since we've been in Wales. So we'll just top that up. Pop that back down there. I really don't know how it manages to get so dirty. Let's see what eggs we've got. Oh, we've got 4 little eggs today. They're not very clean, so I can't preserve these. So I'll have to eat them. Because I've not been well, I've been back eating again, so my diet's kind of gone out the window the last few days. But I've not really eaten a lot. I've eaten one meal if I've eaten, because I've just not felt like it. Right, that's that done. So they're all ready for this evening now if I can't get back out. There's their little hole to get in and out. Hopefully it won't get too wet for them. But yeah, I might see about putting some plastic up for them. It's getting very wet in here because the weather's coming from the east, so... Or is it coming from the west? No, I think it's coming from the northwest. But yeah, they're not very happy because it's coming over from America, I think. So let's go out. Come on, girlies, let me out. There's good girls. Come on, let me out. Right, so they're getting their food. So let's see what plastic we've got we could put on for them. Let's get in the shed out the rain. Oh. I've still got some eggs to take in from yesterday. Getting a bit of a backup. Yeah, we're having a bit of windy spell and wet spell of weather. That noise you can hear is the noise on the tin roof. Excuse me, I'm still recording upside down as well, so that doesn't help. Yeah, so that's better. Yeah, that noise you can hear is the rain on the tin roof, and it does appear to be leaking a bit because I'm getting a bit wet. But yeah, I done 3 willow hoops last night. Done 1 there, it's half done, and I've done 2 more. So they're made out of the laurel that's from the garden, so they're going to be nice and tough, made out of strong wood, so when the wood dies back they'll be nice and strong. I don't know whether you can hear that weather, but it's really wild here today. Yeah, as you can see, the hens are getting very wet, so I need to sort them out before I go back in and try and make them a bit more waterproof. So yeah, as you've seen in the kitchen, I've got some jam on the go and I've got some pie filling on the go as well, so that's going to be getting finished off this evening when I put the tea in. And yeah, I think that's about it really. I'm wrapped up all warm, so that's possibly why I look so puffy faced, because all my skin is all pushed up. I got my jumper finished, so I'm really pleased with that. That's better, I don't look as bad now, do I, now take the scarf off. Well, let me just turn you around and show you what the weather's like outside. So there's the weather outside. Very wet. The chickens aren't very happy. And it's a bit windy. Let me just move my finger out of the way. And it's a bit windy, so yeah, not a very nice day at all today. So I'm going to go and get myself back in the house, get myself a nice cup of hot chocolate and it's raw cacao. It doesn't have any sugar in it, so that's really good. And I'm going to try and make the hens a little bit more waterproof before I go in, because they're getting very wet and I think they're getting a bit traumatised by it all as well, because they're not used to so much rain. I only got them back in early July and they've not really seen any rain since they've been here. So yeah, I've got to get them sorted out. So, and I'm also getting dripped on by the roof, so I'm getting a bit wet and it's getting a bit noisy as well. Sorry about all the noise. It's just the rain on the tin roof. Yeah, so I'm going to get myself sorted out now, sort the chickens out and get myself back in the house, so do some knitting. So I'll check in with you again in the next couple of days, probably next week now because it's the weekend and I don't do a lot on the weekends. Around here at Wildwood Cottage it's very relaxing. We go to church on a Sunday and Saturday my husband gets ready for the service because he tends to preach on a Sunday, so, or lead. So I think he's doing the music this week as well, so he's still singing All Dancing Husband this week. So yeah, yeah, I need to get out of here because it's getting rather stormy, and I will check in with you again next week. So bye for now. Bye.